to Basket Pinas Predicts, powered by 1xBet, where we talk about everything basketball related, whether it's the epic recaps of the game or bold predictions, we got you covered. I'm Mara Aquino, your host, and once again, my favorite two people in basketball, Nico and Naveen. How are you?
Great,
Always great. Always great. Basta NBA, we're always ready.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having us again, everyone.
Once again, we're gonna break things down for you and we're gonna help you predict the future of the games together. Now we're gonna be talking about the NBA Preseason. So preseason na ng NBA, we've had this for a few episodes and now we're gonna be doing a recap. And later on, we're gonna help you make those bets with the prediction. So first, let's recap the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Dallas Mavericks. So the Memphis Grizzlies won by 5 points. And it was nice to see Ja Morant play again. I want to see him more. What about you guys?
Well, for me, it was whenever I think about this game, I always think about the lob of Ja Morant to Zach Edey, because it's a 7-4 guy. And we were talking about na starter pala si Zach Edey for the regular season. It remains to be seen, but so far I like what I'm seeing. They only won by 5 against the Mavericks. Their best player of the game was Brandon Clark, who just came back from a really bad injury. I'm sure if it's an Achilles injury. And it makes me hopeful that these Grizzlies could shock us in this upcoming 2024-2025 season.
Absolutely. You know, I like Memphis this season. I think people are sleeping on them as one of the best teams in the West. Let's remember, the last time this team was healthy and complete, including the likes of Brandon Clark, they were one of the West's contenders. So, who knows? They just might catch teams by surprise again this season.
Now we're going to be giving away 1,000 peso 1xBet vouchers. And here's how you can get that.
Yeah, everybody who just wants to join here to get 1,000 pesos worth of 1xBet vouchers, like and follow Basket Pinas on Facebook at Basket Pinas PH. Share the live stream on your Facebook page and make sure your profile is set to public. Comment your answer for our fast break question of the day during the live stream. And don't forget to use the hashtag #BasketPinas. Watch the live stream and wait for the announcement of the winners with the correct answers. And lastly, participants must be registered on 1xBet using our promo code BPINAS. Ulit BPINAS to join the giveaway.
And here is fast break question number 1. Write down your answers below. Naveen.
Who became the head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers for the 2023-2024 season after Doc Rivers' departure?
Who became the head coach of Philadelphia 76ers for the 2023-2024 season after Doc Rivers' departure? If you know the answer, write it down below. Use the hashtag BasketPinas. Mamaya, we're gonna see if you're one of the 10 people who will get this. Up next, Oklahoma City Thunder versus San Antonio Spurs. So, Oklahoma Thunders won by 5 points. It was a close game. 112-107. They won by 5 points. It was really, really close. And as usual, labanan to ng mga benches.
Mm-hmm. And for this one, there are some people that played, right? Like Jalen Williams, who could be a all-star, could be a sneaky all-star candidate for the OKC Thunder. Chet Holmgren played for like 9 minutes. Pinakita lang na, okay, this guy's good. We don't need him anymore. Let's send him back to the bench. You know how Chet is. Could be. Looks like he's a injury-prone player still, but hopefully he stays there for the majority of the year. But these are the guys like AJ Mitchell who are trying to prove themselves and hopefully get a spot in the OKC Thunder roster that looks really promising. Last year pa naman sila ganyan eh.
And, you know, it's nice to see that the Spurs, dikit sila, even though it was just 5 points. They were going up against a team that looks like a finals contender this year. What do you think about them being a finals contender?
Exactly.
Again.
I think OKC right now is my favorite pick to win the Western Conference. When you think about the way that roster is constructed, when you think about the talent on that roster, the depth, and now the added experience after their playoff run last year. And just a quick word on the Spurs here too. Hindi naglaro si Wembanyama. The guy I think one of the guys we're most looking forward to watching this season, the leap he takes.
Lalo
But
si Mara.
don't forget the name Stephon Castle for the San Antonio Spurs. That's the rookie from this year's draft who I think will turn a lot of heads this season.
Yeah, tignan natin sa regular season. Now, up next, Phoenix Suns versus Detroit Pistons. So, Phoenix Suns won by 8 points versus Detroit. And the Suns secured the 2-0. Ito ngayon ang 2-0 record nila ngayong preseason.
Yun I was actually surprised na naglaro sina Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. I was saying in our previous episode that maybe one of the three, two of the three will play, but maybe they just want to get their chemistry going. The season is 2 weeks away, and they overwhelmed the Detroit Pistons. There was a point here wherein they were leading by as much as 20 plus points, but then they took them out of the game, and it became closer than what they like. But against the preseason, Kevin Durant is in still the same form despite all the injuries that he has suffered. I think they're riding high from that Olympic journey that they had in France.
Actually, I think it was in the third quarter that they were leading as much as 20 points. Kalaban nila tried to catch up in the fourth quarter, pero it wasn't enough. I think it was close to like a 10-point lead. They narrowed it down, but it just wasn't enough. Now, let's go to the next game. The next game is Brooklyn Nets versus LA Clippers. What did you think about this one, Naveen?
Well, we were talking about what will Ben Simmons do, right? Once we saw him in action again.
Sorry.
And look, ultimately, I don't think these two teams are going to make it far this NBA season. I think they might both even miss the playoffs. Now,
Clippers? You think they're
the West is that good this year, in my opinion.
Okay.
The West is just that good. Now, if James Harden plays the way he played when he was the MVP about 6-7 years ago, then perhaps the Clippers have a chance to be better than people expect. However, right now, it just feels like you think about the roster they have, you think about the injury history of their older superstars. Long term, I think this might be the start of the end of the Clippers that we've known them from the last few seasons.
You were shocked with this statement.
Medyo
Why?
na-shock. Kasi parang napaaga yung end nila by 2 years. Maybe because I still believe in Kawhi Leonard. I kind of still believe in James Harden, considering that
They're getting older.
he was also he was mind conditioning us that he looks so perfect heading into this season. He looks trimmed. He's ready for the season. But again, we have to wait for the actual games, right? But 50-50. May point yung sinasabi ni Naveen about the end of the Clippers. Sayang kung kailan maganda yung arena nila. Arguably the best arena in the NBA right now. Tsaka pababa yung team nila.
Can we make a bet?
Game.
If they, sabi mo, they won't make it to the playoffs. Okay, what happens if they do? What are you going to do? Let's do a challenge. Can we remember this day?
Yung
Okay.
Samyang
I will
5X.
eat an entire bowl of those spicy noodles.
An entire bowl.
Yeah.
In how long?
30 minutes?
In 30 minutes.
So,
Okay.
throughout the duration of the show,
We're-
basta maubos niya in 30 minutes.
Okay, throughout the duration of the show, kapag
Kumakain siya.
nakapasok ang Clippers sa
Wait.
playoffs,
But if they miss the playoffs, do you both eat the noodles?
Wait lang. Iba yung sa amin. Ayoko ng noodles. Isip kami. We're gonna think of...
pwede natin hatiin.
hatiin natin
Para
dalawa.
magmumukbang tayo during the
Sige.
show.
Okay.
So ito. Okay, direct, can we record this? Kasi that's a bold statement, which, sabi mo nga, 50-50, it could happen. So tignan natin. What about you guys? We want you guys to comment down below to see sino nga ba yung mananalo dito. Will the Clippers make it to the playoffs? Let's find out. But we're gonna give you something else, 1,000 peso voucher. Once again, ito ang mechanics natin para makakuha kayo ng vouchers from 1xBet.
Again, 10 winners of 1,000 pesos worth of 1xBet vouchers. Like and follow our Facebook page at BasketPinasPH. Share the live stream on your Facebook page and make sure your profile is set to public so that we could see it. And number 3, comment your answer for our fast break question of the day during the live stream. Number 4, watch the live stream and wait for the announcement of the winners with the correct answers. Don't forget to use the hashtag BasketPinas, hashtag BasketPinas. Lastly, participants must be registered on 1xBet using our promo code BPinas to join the giveaway. Ulit, one last time, BPinas to join the giveaway.
All right, and here we go. This is fast break question number 2. Nakabahan ako dun sa bet natin kanina. But all right, this is the fast break question number 2.
Kaya 50-50 eh.
Which team moved to a new arena for the 2024-2025 NBA season?
Parang madali to Which team moved to a new arena in the 2024-2025 season? Write it down below with the hashtag BasketPinas. And good luck to you. Sana kayo ang manalo. Now, meron din tayong game kay Naveen. It's called Shoot the Facts. So, kailangan niya masagot ang tama. And you guys can play along also. Write down your answers below. We're gonna challenge you this time. Okay, first we did the Oreo dunk.
Yup.
Okay, then we did the push-up.
Yup.
You were good enough.
With the noodles and then the
Nga pala, the noodles.
With
That's
the
right,
noodles
that's right.
pa.
The noodles.
Yung samyang.
And then the push-up. Now, we have calamansi there. If you get this wrong, you would have to take it in one go, like a shot. If you get this right,
When I get this right.
when you get this right, one of us will have to do it. So it's all calamansi, pure calamansi with a little bit of honey.
With a little bit
all
of
right,
honey.
are you ready?
Oh, hell yes.
Okay, you guys can join along. This is question, shoot the facts. Question, shoot the facts. May ano kasi?
Wala na multiple choice.
Wala na?
Tinanggalan nila.
Oh, wala nang multiple choice.
Wala na.
No more choices
Magaling
for
tong
me.
Sa-
You're too good.
Masyadong magaling to eh.
Here we go. Which player signed the largest contract in NBA history during the 2023 off-season? Kapag hindi mo to nakuha ng tama, then we will show the options. Okay? Pero I think hindi na fair sa amin because you're so knowledgeable when it comes to NBA.
Kaya ang gine-guess lagi, di ba?
So which player signed the largest contract in NBA history during the 2023 off-season?
5 years, $304 million. Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics.
Wala, masyadong madali pa tong question na to.
Oh my God! Pwede ba pahirapan natin to? Alright, let's see if it's in the option. Parang ano to ano bang game yun? Yung
Ano ba yun?
papakita yung option, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, yung parang
Alright.
eliminate and something.
Okay, tignan natin. Ay, hindi. Kailangan yung sagot na. Alright, and the right answer is... Dan, Jaylen Brown. Tama ka nga. Oh, bato-bato pick tayo.
Yes,
Bato-bato
that's what
pick
I was
tayo.
going to say.
Okay.
Bato-bato pick.
Bato-bato pick ah.
So wait. Bato-bato
Pick.
pick.
Oo,
Okay,
ganun.
kasi iba bato-bato pick, go.
Oo.
Okay, bato sa pick. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bato-bato pick.
Bato-bato pick.
Bato, pick. Okay!
Okay.
Go, Mara.
All right. Hold on. Let me just
Scoot over properly.
You want me to get it for you?
Yes, please.
Kasi sinabi
Just
yung
think
ano,
of it as a
magbibigay.
detoxification.
Yes, detox to. Actually, this is my type of drink. I like this detox drink. So,
Explain natin. Actually,
Oh my
we told them
God.
na it's calamansi with honey, no?
yeah, calamansi
And-
with a little bit of honey. So here we go.
Cheers.
We're gonna take a shot. Cheers, Jaylen Brown. Okay.
Jaylen Brown.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. I actually like calamansi.
So, hindi
Sisiw!
So, hindi siya punishment.
Hindi yung punishment for me. I feel like I just got healthier here. I feel like my body's doing a detox right now. All right, that was pretty good. Next time, let's make it a little bit harder because I want him to get punished. You're just too good.
Kailangan
too
natin pahirapan. Kailangan pag-usapan next
But
time.
did you guys get that right? Did you get Jaylen Brown right? I'm actually really curious. And you know, if you think that you're really good when it comes to basketball, especially in the NBA, because what we're talking about right now, you guys can participate in what's called Basket Pinas Timeout. So we invite the viewers to come here. And you know how we pick? Basically, we just pick the ones that's participating, that's watching Basket Pinas all the time, commenting down below, and then we will message you. We will invite you. You have a chance to win cash prizes as much as 15,000 pesos. And don't worry, even if you lose, you will still get up to 5,000 pesos. Not only that, kapag hindi kayo napili, don't worry, we give away more vouchers. That's right, Nico, right?
Yeah.
Do I get a bonus for guessing the amount of years and
Oh my
value of
God.
Hindi
the
na
contract?
counted yun, hindi na counted yun. Tama na,
Hindi.
tama na.
Okay, good.
Kami natalo kami lately
Okay.
sa'yo eh.
We keep losing here. Nag-push up tayo last time. Ngayon may calamansi.
Pero yung mga sasali dito, hindi matatalo, no? They get a
Yes.
12K welcome bonus
Papainumin lang kayo ng kalamansi, guys.
para sa mga new account on 1xBet. Register na using our promo code BPINAS. All caps lang, guys. Message Basket Pinas page kung may question kayo, may sasagot agad dyan. And if you want to place your bets on the upcoming NBA games, just go to 1xBet and use our promo code BPINAS. And link is in the pinned comment section below.
Eto na. The upcoming games where we will do the prediction and help you place those bets. So now we're going to be talking about the matchup between the Washington Wizards versus the New York Knicks. So with this one, I like the Cat Brunson duo. I think it's a really good combo. What do you guys think about this matchup right here?
I feel like Washington would surprise them here considering that the New York Knicks already played their projected starting five in the previous game. I feel like papahinga na sila this time unless, you know, Tom Thibodeau might be like, no, you have to build in more chemistry.
Classic
That could happen. But I just believe the Wizards can shock us here. Alex Sarr looks like he's playing well.
rookie?
The rookie, diba? Parang based on that summer league.
Question. What do you think about Sarr if we compare him to the rookie year of Kat?
Malayo.
Ooh,
Carl
malayo.
Anthony, Kat any day, I'm not gonna... Alex R looks like a projected bust. Pero maganda yung pinakita niya in that last game, no? But might be too harsh for me to say that, but medyo disrespectful to compare him to Kat. Iba talaga si Kat. Iba talaga si Kat for me. I really like Kat, especially when he went here to the Philippines.
So how do you think Kat fits with the Knicks after that one game?
I think he's going to fit very well when you look at what New York lacked kasi it was shooting, and Kat was a great shooter last season for the Wolves. So he's going to bring that shooting to New York and that size as well. The key that will make it work is how healthy can Mitchell Robinson be for the Knicks. Because Kat as your chief big man on the defensive end, not exactly the best option. And we've seen before nung Kat was playing for Tibbs in Minnesota, it didn't work out so well. So, who knows? But for this game, you know what? For fun, I'm going to pick the Wizards because Kyle Kuzma is my guy. That's my guy, Kuzma. So, I'm going Wizards.
I'm going to go with the New York Knicks. But
New
one
York
last
Knicks.
question. What do you think about trading Randall for Towns?
I think it was a move both teams needed to make. Ultimately, the more I think about it, I feel like there's a contract situation involved as well where Randall wanted an extension with the Knicks. He actually didn't get it. And I feel like Kat also wanted an extension with the Wolves and he didn't get it. I think both teams weren't comfortable giving those guys the long-term money and years. So they figured, oh, maybe let's switch things up and see if this works.
Oh, ako lang pala yung the Knicks. Both of you pala kay Wizards.
Washington kami, yeah.
dahil kay Sar. Okay, now up next, let's talk about the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings. So I think getting DeRozan and adding him to this young, exciting team will benefit them well. DeRozan can set plays with Sabonis and lets Fox rest. What do you think about the chemistry between the three?
Feel ko bagay sila eh. DeMar DeRozan could operate in the mid-range. I'm just kind of optimistic about Domantas Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, and DeMar DeRozan. The Sabonis will be their main initiator, play initiator, while DeRozan and Fox could feed off Sabonis. While Fox could also take on some of that role for the playmaking. I don't know. They just have a good vibe to me, and I feel like the Kings could be a 4-5 seed in the West, realistically. Or am I talking baloney to you?
No, I think they'll be good, but I don't think they'll be great.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Naveen, who do you think will sacrifice touches with DeRozan being there?
I think it'll be De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, yeah, the chief point guard. But you know, my main concern here, Mara, Nico, is the spacing for the Kings. Because Sabonis isn't exactly the most reliable outside shooter. Neither is DeRozan. For as good as he is in the mid-range, like you said, he hasn't exactly been a great three-point shooter. And now De'Aaron Fox has improved a lot as a three-point shooter, but would I call him a knockdown three-point shooter? Not yet. So it makes me wonder, how's the spacing going to work for the Kings? That means now you have to rely on guys like Keegan Murray and Malik Monk.
All the more.
Exactly, to be knockdown shooters, right? And I just think in a loaded Western Conference, we're going to face teams like Denver, Minnesota, Oklahoma City, and even the Warriors, who might not be the elite Warriors anymore, but they're still no cup of coffee, right? It's not going to be so easy for Sacramento.
Now let's go to the Warriors.
Yes.
So far, which players impressed you the most with the last game?
I like DeAnthony Melton. DeAnthony Melton mixed in really well with Steph Curry. Coach Steve Kerr also said that he likes the defensive intensity that Melton gives, even though na Melton is more or less the same height as Stephen Curry, but he's just a longer wingspan, a great two-way presence at the two guard. Maybe it could work, I'm just trying to look for things to be positive about the Warriors. This time, I'm looking for positive articles. And it looks like so far, I'm getting sold on the DeAnthony Melton hype train. So, baba na expectations namin, no? DeAnthony Melton hype train. Wala mo lang kami ibang star. Kasi Draymond, alam mo na yung makukuha kay na Draymond, eh. Alam mo na makukuha kay Kuminga. It's more of, how do these new guys fit into the puzzle that the Warriors are trying to make right now?
So now let's vote. Who do we think is gonna win this one? Ako, I'm gonna go with Sacramento.
Sac.
Golden State.
Oh,
Ah.
okay. Di pa tayo nag-unanimous tatlo, no? It's been a while.
Okay.
Hindi naman ito pinaplano. It just
Wala
happens.
pa. Wala
By
pa
the way,
tayong-
I'm still pushing for the trade Steph Curry narrative.
Oh, wow.
No comment.
Give him a chance to win another ring, guys.
Sa
Do
amin
you
na lang si
agree
LeBron.
with him? Do you agree with him?
Yes,
We
trade
wanna
him
know
to the
your
Heat.
thoughts. Bakit?
Trade him to the Heat or just trade him?
Just trade him. I mean,
I want to see Steph contend for a championship before his career is over, and I don't think it's going to happen in Golden State unless they can, sorry about that, Nico, but I don't think it will happen in Golden State unless they find a way to be wizards when it comes to mathematics and, managing the salary cap. I just want to see Steph play in the NBA Finals again, or the conference finals, yeah.
Wow. Him without the Golden State. Oh my goodness.
Kailangan na magbandwagon.
Do you guys agree? Let us know what your opinions are. We want to actually pick your brains as well. But you know what? We're also going to give you more 1xBet voucher. We're going to do a giveaway here. Nico?
We're giving 10 people worth 1,000 pesos of 1xBet voucher. So all you gotta do is like and follow us on Facebook at BasketPinas PH, which is our Facebook page. Share a live stream on our Facebook page and make sure your profile is set to public. Comment your answer for our fast break question of the day during the live stream, and don't forget to use the hashtag BasketPinas. Watch the live stream and wait for the announcement of the winners with the correct answers. And lastly, participants must be registered on 1xBet using our promo code BPinas. Again, BPinas to join the giveaway.
All right, we're going to give you a chance. Here's fast break question number 3.
Which player has the nickname The Glove?
Which player
Glove.
has the nickname The Glove? Parang pamigay din to. Let us know down below with the hashtag BasketPinas. Good luck kasi ito ang ating last fast break question. And later on, we're gonna be revealing the winners for this one. Now, up next, Utah Jazz versus the Dallas Mavericks. Now, the Dallas, from what I saw last game, they showed how deep their bench is.
Yes.
Can they translate that to this game versus the Utah Jazz?
For me, their bench is gonna overwhelm the Jazz, considering that their bench of Derek Lively, Jaden Hardy, and so on were able to keep it close against a Memphis Grizzlies squad that fielded their entire starting lineup. Yes, only for the first half, but this was a bench that looked like they're ready. They could look
Legit.
they could be starters for other teams. And let's not sleep on the Dallas Mavericks. There's a reason why they got to the finals. Some people are saying they got a favorable matchup, but for me, it's just that aside from having two solid stars, young stars si Luka, Kyrie is somewhere in the middle of a young and old star. They just fit all around. Tapos hindi pa naglaro si Klay Thompson last game, from what I remember.
Neither did Kyrie or Luka.
Yeah, wala din sila. So it's really the bench that just got highlighted, which made me like, parang lakas ng bench na to ah.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going Dallas. I think they're going to play their main guys this time because the guys rested their last preseason game. And look for them to start off with a bang, this Klay Thompson era. By the way, quick note on Luka. To me, he's the modern LeBron. What LeBron was doing all those years ago with the Cavs, I think that's what Luka is now in terms of being the sure superstar who can get you at least to the playoffs every year, give you a chance to make the finals every year. I'm not saying he's going to do what LeBron did, make all those finals consecutively. I'm just saying in terms of being a sure bet to be a contender, Luka's the closest thing we have right now.
What about the Jazz? Do you think it's another
I love
lost?
jazz music.
Wrong topic.
Do you think it's another lost season for them? Do you think there should be trades here?
Well, we've
So
heard
early.
a lot about them trading possibly Lauri Markkanen before he signed his
Yan.
extension. And then now we're hearing about them trading Walker Kessler. To me, this is all fabricated rumors by Danny Ainge, the general manager of the Jazz, because when Danny Ainge was in the Celtics, we would hear about a lot of Celtics players on the trade block so often. And I don't think it's a coincidence we're now hearing into the Jazz where Danny Ainge, the general manager, works. I don't think the Jazz are a playoff team yet. I do think they have one of the best young head coaches in the NBA today. So maybe they're a year away from being a year away.
A year away from being a year
I'm all
away.
for trading Jordan Clarkson though, because parang hindi siya naka-mesh dun sa timeline ng Utah Jazz. He's a veteran already. He's 33, 34 if I'm not mistaken. Basta he's closer to mid-30s than the early 30s. Talking about Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah.
There are contenders out there who needs his 15 to 16 points a game. And who knows, right? He might be the first domino to fall for that Utah Jazz organization.
I do think he will be traded this year. I do think so.
You've been saying that for 2 years.
Now let's place our bets here.
Dallas.
So, ako Dallas din ako. I don't think is anyone gonna for the Utah
I think
Jazz?
I'm gonna go Dallas, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
first
thought you
unanimous
were gonna
natin.
go. I thought you were gonna kontra. Magugulat
Bigla
ako
mag-U-turn
doon.
eh, no?
Okay, lahat kami unanimous. Dallas. All right, up next, Los Angeles Lakers versus the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, so I think the Lakers has an underrated bench, which I feel could destroy Milwaukee.
Pwede. And for the Lakers as well, I'm looking for like a LeBron to Bronny or Bronny to LeBron kind of highlight reel. Kasi wala last time, di ba? Because Bronny kept on missing all the passes that were given to him. He didn't play as much, but more on the bench now. So what do you think about the Lakers bench? I feel like they could be a middle of the pack bench with a top 10 potential. Or do you feel like may kulang pa?
Their bench stinks in my opinion.
You feel like they stink?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like their because when I look at basketball, I think more instead of who's starting the game, who's
Okay.
possibly closing the
Okay,
game.
so slow. Okay.
Right, so who's your best five when the game is close in the fourth quarter, right? So for the Lakers, it's probably going to be LeBron, definitely LeBron, Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves. Those three are
Matic yung tatlong.
certain. But who are the other two, right? And there's just no clear-cut answer from. Is it Rui Hachimura? Is it D'Angelo Russell? Will D'Angelo Russell still be there after a few months? I think he's going to be traded as well.
Pero
Right?
parang 1 year na rin siya on the trading block. No? Pero do you feel this time he's gonna...
Yeah, I think he will be traded this time because the Lakers need to make a move to take advantage of this window they have with LeBron still playing great and AD. There's a lot of uncertainty with the Lakers. So much. There's just one thing I'm certain about with the Lakers. Only one thing, and that's that Bronny James is not ready to be an NBA player right now. That's the only thing I am certain about.
What's his
when it comes to the
ceiling
Lakers.
as a player?
Tough question. Napaisip ko.
Can he crack the rotation?
At his best, I think he can be an energy defensive guy off the bench. Maybe give you 10, 11 points a game later on in his career when
That's his
he's at
peak.
his prime. Yeah, to me, that's the best version of him you're going to get. But he's still going to get more hype than that because he is Bronny James because of his last name, right? That's just the reality of it. That's not to say, by the way, that he sucks because I bet he could kick my butt in basketball. He could kick your butt in basketball.
Eh, tatlo pagsabay-sabay.
Yeah, exactly. But compared to the NBA level, I don't think he's just there yet.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I feel like Bronny James looks like a watered-down version of Marcus Smart.
Oh, I like that.
Diba?
I like
Marcus
that, yeah.
Smart with a great defensive.
Yeah.
So Marcus Smart is a all-defensive type of guy. So pag watered down, sabihin natin na parang nandun, he gives you steals and blocks. Pero pag iisipan mo masasama ba to sa all-defensive teams, you're gonna have second thoughts. But that's the peak Bronny James. Like, if everything goes well in his career, considering na even if LeBron retires, may kukuha pa sa kanya.
So what you're saying is Bronny James is thrift shop Marcus Smart.
Yes, parang ganun.
Right?
Watered
Parang
down,
ganun,
thrift
yeah.
shop, lahat
Diet
ng
Marcus
diet
Smart, yeah.
Marcus Smart.
How about this? Sa kabilang panig naman tayo. If the Bucks don't win or don't get to the championship this year, should we break the Giannis and Dame duo?
Ooh, interesting. You know, in line with your questioning right now, instead of asking, should the Bucks break that duo up? I would ask, would Giannis eventually ask out of Milwaukee? Would Giannis finally say, hey, listen, it's been like, okay, it's 2025 at the end of this NBA season, right? And if the Bucks don't win or don't make it to the finals, then you can be like, oh, it's been 4 years since we won the championship, right? Chris Middleton is older now, and Brook Lopez is older. Dame is also older too, and this doesn't seem to be working. Will Giannis be like, do I want to spend the rest of my years as an NBA superstar trying to win in Milwaukee, or should I do what many other superstars have done, team up with other superstars and give myself a chance to win a championship? Steph Curry do the same.
What about you,
Tanda na si Steph,
Nico?
ah. Well, for me, they should break them up after this year, considering na depende. If they reach the finals, I don't think they're gonna break them up. It depends how they perform. Like, for example, if they get to the Eastern Conference Finals, they lose in 7 games, maybe they could still stay. But if they underperform to their expectations, like sabihin natin, first round or second round, I feel like, yun nga, sabi ni Nav na, one, Giannis might request for a trade, or the Bucks management might go ahead and before even Giannis thinks about the idea, unahan na siya and have partners ready to swoop in. So it's a matter of sino yung unang kukurap eh. No?
And let's not forget, Milwaukee can be very brutal when it comes to these things. Bradley Beal revealed literally just today that he found out Milwaukee was offering Chris Middleton for
Nabasa ko
him
yun.
when he was in Washington, right?
Yeah.
And then let's not forget, Milwaukee traded Drew Holiday 2 years after he helped them win. 2 years after he helped them win
Yeah.
a championship. right? I mean, who got the last laugh? It was Holiday. Holiday won with Boston.
The championship, yeah.
Let's do a vote. All right. Lakers versus the Bucks. I will do the Lakers.
Ako I'll do Milwaukee here. Maybe we see a Dame and Giannis sighting just to get that chemistry up and running before the start of the regular season. And yeah, I just feel like the Bucks could win here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Okay, 2-1. How about you guys? Write it down below. We want to know what you guys think. Again, use the hashtag #BasketPinas. Up next, it's going to be the Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. So this time with the Golden State, maybe we can see more of the solid of the starting five, more solid or more clear. I wonder how they're going to play on this one.
Yeah, usually as the season arrives closer, the players would the usual starting five will be able to see it. For this time, I think if they lose badly to the Sacramento Kings, I feel like Golden State could try to salvage some of their their reputation that they are still the kings of California. But even though that Sacramento has been kicking their butts recently, especially in the regular season, so I feel like this could be Golden State, man. I feel like we could see a Steph Curry 25 to 30 minutes here, 25 to 28, mga ganun, along with Draymond Green. And then I feel like this could be the last preseason game of Draymond.
Ooh. I just want to see if Draymond Green and Domantas Sabonis get into a fight again. Because remember the playoff series 2 years ago? And those two, like, there was a stepping on the chest.
Inapakan
incident.
ni Draymond si
Wow.
Sabonis sa chest. Literal, inapakya talaga sa chest when Sabonis fell on the floor. So it's crazy. I was hyped when I saw that.
Chances are they might not even play because it's a preseason game and they won't waste like fighting in a preseason game.
Or,
But
malay mo.
malay
Mga
mo.
nasa bingo natin yan.
For a 1% chance it might happen, I just might tune in.
What about DeAnthony Melton? How is his fit right now with the Warriors?
So I mentioned a while ago that DeAnthony Melton, I liked him in the first game. I feel like in every game he's just gonna be better alongside Steph. The fact that the coaching staff has nothing but good things to say about DeAnthony Melton is a good thing for me. Because I mean, in the NBA, the coaches would really tell you how it is. They would say that we're still finding the perfect combination with this guy. We're not pretty sure yet how he fits into this culture. But so far, everybody loves DeAnthony Melton. At least in Reddit and the places that I've been reading about the Golden State Warriors to get to know the team in a deeper level, it looks like he could be our MVP. Like at least the Warrior MVP in terms of making it all work. Like if the Warriors get to a favorable spot in the West, I would say, oh, okay, that could be because of the Anthony Melton. That's what I meant, not overall stats.
MVP.
Not MVP. It's more of just the team, like that made the Warriors a different identity na ngayon.
Do you think he's the perfect starting shooting guard?
I don't think he's the perfect starting shooting guard. Perfect starting shooting guard would be Michael Jordan. I mean, taking it literally. But look, DeAnthony Melton is one of those guys that he's good enough that you love to have him on your team because he's defense first. He will have hustle plays. He'll knock down open shots.
Yeah.
You know, you look at him and you be like, oh, that's a great role player. But he's also not good enough that you're going to be like, oh, we got to keep this guy forever. And I think that's why we keep seeing him shift different teams. You know, we saw him at Memphis, Philadelphia, now the Warriors. It's because he's good enough to be a reliable player for a team, but not great enough that you're like, no one else is taking him from us.
Just a good role player.
Yes.
All right. So now let's take a vote. I'm going to go with the Warriors.
I'm gonna get the Warriors here because I felt like they could finally, get a win over the Sacramento Kings here and make it work.
Sacramento. Why not?
Okay. All right. Locked in. We got our votes in. What about you guys? What do you think? And we want to know what you guys think about our discussion. You can join down below. Comment down below. Now, up next, we're going to be talking about Portland Trailblazers versus the Los Angeles Clippers. So, Portland has a really nice young core kasi Clippers, feeling ko puro vets na walang masyadong paki sa preseason.
Yeah, and what I love about the Portland Trailblazers is they are the Detroit Pistons of the West. They have that solid young core that will make you, that will make you hopeful that this team might be my future. Because you have Donovan Clingan, you have Scoot Henderson, you have DeAndre Ayton, who's still young. Like, he looks old, but he's just, 25, 26? And you got Anthony Simons as well. It's a great core that they have right now. I'm sure I'm missing a few names. Pwede pa idagdag. Shaden Sharp. I forgot about Shaden Sharp. And they are the Detroit Pistons of the West, and I mean that in a good way because we've been talking about Detroit in a good light in this show for the past few days. So I'm gonna be Portland here because I just love teams like this. Ito yung mga gusto ko gamitin sa NBA 2K kasi there's so much potential na gusto mo sila makita mag-grow as the season progresses.
Yeah, well, you know what, Portland, first of all, I don't like their general manager. Joe Cronin.
Because?
I still hold a grudge against him for ruining the career of Damian Lillard. Well, okay, it might be too early to say that because they might have a good season with Milwaukee. But he was supposed to go to Miami, Joe Cronin. Just saying. Anyway, back to the main point. You know, the guy that Portland got with their first round pick this year, Klingon.
Donovan Klingon, yeah.
Some people projected him to go number 1 overall early in the draft process.
Number 1?
Exactly, number 1 or number 2. So for Portland to get him where they did, lower than where he was expected to go, this might be their center of the future, right? Which makes me wonder, will they look to trade DeAndre Ayton this season? We know that DeAndre Ayton played for a contender before, the Phoenix Suns. Maybe DeAndre would want to play for a contender again, get traded to another team this season. I think we're going to see wholesale trades in Portland as they navigate more towards the youth movement of the future.
What about the Blazers? Let's go to that. Speaking of trades, what do you think about Simons?
I think he is a solid sixth man for a playoff
Not a
team.
starter.
No, I don't think so. I think he's like
Should
a
I-
Malik Monk.
Oh, like Malik Monk. I
think
feel like
he
he's
could be
better
like-
than Malik Monk.
Uh,
Mas polished lang laro niya. That's
I
why.
like Malik Monk more. I meant
Really?
in terms of the role in a team.
Oh, okay, this is the role.
Like
Okay.
of a winning team. I think Simons is in that mold of Malik Monk, Tyler Hero, that like microwave option.
Oh, okay.
That at their best is off the bench, producing points and contributing to the bench unit. So I wouldn't be surprised if a contender in the West or even the East says this year, oh, you know, we need extra scoring off the bench. Let's bring in Anthony Simons.
So keep him, trade him.
Trade him. Okay, especially if the Portland Trail Blazers get some solid first round picks or a player that could be in line with the rookies that they're trying to build this team around, then yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Wala namang untouchable sa NBA except if you're LeBron.
And also, like, there's like a crowded rotation right now. Simons,
Sharp.
Scoot Henderson, Sharp. Ultimately, you gotta pick like two of those guys to be your backcourt, right? And I feel like Portland is going to select Henderson and Sharp. Although Sharp could play forward, however, ideally you want taller guys to play in that forward position. So I think you're going to see Simons get traded.
And speaking of the Blazers, where do you think prediction of where they'll land?
They're gonna suck.
I feel like they're gonna be a 10th seed. They play in a 10th seed. So pwede sila magano.
They're gonna suck, in my opinion.
What do you think?
I
Like
think they're like
30
a
wins?
12 or 13.
12?
I think 12 or 13 would be. I mean, think of the team. Okay, let's list down the teams in the West.
Kasi feel ko ilalaro pa rin si Ayton. Anyway, sige, sino ba yung mga
Okay, so like you have Dallas, Minnesota, Oklahoma City as some sort of your
Denver.
top 4,
Oh.
right? So who are the other teams in
Dallas?
contention?
Nasabi mo na ba Dallas?
Yeah. So may Lakers ka pa, 'di ba? May Phoenix Suns ka pa.
6.
Well, may Memphis Grizzlies ka pa.
May Warriors ka pa.
May Warriors ka pa, may Kings ka pa. That's already 9. Oh, 'di ba? Then you have the Clippers pa.
So 10, 11, ano nga?
Oh,
12, 10 to
who else
12
are we
range.
missing in the West? Basta there are some teams who are probably
So I can't believe. I
Diba?
feel like the records will be
Spurs.
closer.
Oh, I
Wemby-
mean Spurs,
Wemby will
Rockets,
kill. Actually, Rockets din pwede.
Spurs, New Orleans Pelicans.
Forgot about Zion. No?
Exactly.
We haven't had a Zion
yeah,
Williamson
yeah.
discussion yet.
So yeah, Portland is just, it's not their time yet, Mara. They're a few years away.
Okay.
At dahil dyan, let's place our votes.
Portland.
Vote tayo. Portland ako.
I'm gonna go Portland.
After you said that, Portland ako, Portland.
Clippers.
Clippers.
All right, locking it in. Okay, gusto namin talaga mag-participate kayo sa discussion namin. If you have any arguments, violent reactions based on what we said, write it down below and we actually read that. And we're gonna be talking about that for next time. Now we're gonna be doing other predictions, not in detail. You just need to say who's gonna win. You don't need to explain.
Okay.
All right, but you can just like say one sentence thing if you really want. Okay, first, it's gonna be the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunders. Which one?
For me, Rockets. Jalen Green, let's go.
Really? Okay. Ako, Oklahoma because they're like #1 team last year.
Okay.
Oklahoma for me as well.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Locking it in. You guys can type. Type it down below also. Use the hashtag BasketPinas. Again, you guys have a chance to join BasketPinas Timeout. The more you comment, the more you engage, the more chances you have for us inviting you to come to the studio and win cash prizes. All right. Up next, it's going to be the Orlando Magic versus San Antonio Spurs.
Ooh, Spurs, baby, Spurs!
Spurs. Kasi may Chris Paul, any team that he goes to gets better. Kahit hindi na-champion,
Hindi nag-jump. Biglang, grabe yung atake ni Mara.
they get better.
I'll do Orlando. I like Paolo Banchero and company. I feel like they could beat San Antonio easily here.
Okay, locked in. Lahat ba tayo? You said
I went Spurs.
Spurs,
Ako,
Spurs, Spurs.
Orlando ako.
Spurs, Orlando. Locking it in. All right. What about you guys? We're going to do a quick prediction here. Tell us if you agree. Up next, it's going to be the Indiana Pacers and Cleveland Cavaliers.
For Indiana and Cleveland, I feel like Indiana to. Tyrese Haliburton, I have a lot of his
Pacers,
cards and I just love him as a player.
I'm gonna go Cavaliers.
Okay, ako Pacers. Locking it in. Join us. Write it down below. Again, use our hashtag para we notice you. Up next, it's gonna be the Atlanta Hawks and Miami Heat.
Kailan mo ba ito tanongin pag mga Atlanta versus Miami?
Heat. Ako Heat din.
Kasi ako mag-Atlanta. Gusto ko makita si Zachary Risa-Shea.
Are you wearing? Are you wearing?
No.
Hindi.
Okay.
I was just
Nag-flex lang.
I was just about to say it's getting hot in here because the Heat are gonna win.
Ako
Okay.
Hawks ako dito. Zachary Risa-Shea and Trae Young.
All right. Locking it in. Join us. Write it down below. Up next is the Charlotte Hornets versus Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies ako.
I like Grizzlies because Ja Morant to Zach AD. And
Ja
actually,
Morant.
Yuki Kawamura. Mas inaabahan ko si Yuki Kawamura. That's why I'm gonna go for the Grizzlies here.
Grizzlies, yeah.
Grizzlies.
I think
Grizzlies.
this is a
Ay, tatlo tayo. Grizzlies. All right. Locking it in. Up next, New Zealand versus
Breakers! The joke lang
Oklahoma City Thunders. Okay, so of course, ako.
OKC. I
Thunders.
don't think mapapatalo ang OKC sa
Yes.
when they lose to a foreign team. Talagang nababash yung NBA team when they lose to a foreign team, no?
You know, I'm gonna go to the Breakers. I
Breakers.
got your back, New Zealand. I got your back.
Wow. Okay, tignan natin. Dapat may consequence din dito. Dito tayo atang mananalo, ah. All right. Locked in. Okay, next. It's gonna be the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Orlando Magic. Wala, toss-up to. Pero feeling ko, Orlando
Ako baka
is better.
mag-Pelicans ako dito. I like to see Zion. Looks like he's in great condition. I mean, every year, no, Zion always comes in like he lost 100 pounds. Then sige, I'm gonna believe it this year. Zion and the Pelicans for me.
Yeah, I think the Pelicans as well. I like their new combo with the Dejounte Murray and McCollum in the backcourt. And then
Ganda nga.
Zion and let's see Ingram. But I think it's going to be hard, although, yeah, New Orleans.
Okay. Ako, the Magic. Orlando Magic. Locking it in. You guys can join. Okay, up next. Toronto Raptors versus the Washington Wizards. This is a toss-up.
Washington.
Mas
Toronto.
maraming stars.
Okay, Toronto ako. Scotty Barnes maybe. Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett.
Okay, mas maraming stars sa Washington. Star. So, the Wizards ako dito. Wizards. Locking it in! Alright. Hey, we're helping you guys kasi pwede itong magamit yung 1,000 peso voucher nyo dito.
Wait lang, wag nyo gamitin sa New Zealand yung 1,000.
Disclaimer. Wag sa New Zealand.
He's taking it back. Okay, up next. Philadelphia 76ers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Philly, because I love Paul George and
what a
Tyrese
matchup.
Maxey. Yeah, it's a great matchup. That was like a playoff.
I hope both teams are complete.
Sana
Hindi
complete.
naman ata palalaroin si Embiid.
Or
He should.
baka 10 minutes or baka first half.
He should. He
I'll
didn't
watch
play
the
the
first
last
half.
game, eh.
Baka mag-Philly ako dito though.
I'm gonna go Minnesota here.
Anthony
I
Edwards.
think Anthony Edwards will have a big first half and then rest the second half, and I think that should
Rob
help
Dillingham
Minnesota
ka.
win. Yeah.
Si Rob Dillingham.
I agree, breakout year. So I'm gonna go with the Timberwolves. Lock it in! All right. Up next, oh, this is the last one.
Yeah, last one.
Detroit Pistons versus the Phoenix Suns.
Ooh.
Why are these teams facing each other over and over
Inuulit,
again?
no? Inuulit
Yeah.
nila
Yeah.
like, dun sa ano. Well, Suns pa rin. I feel
Suns.
like the Suns, could just show their mastery. They want to end this preseason with being undefeated kahit wala naman siyang heavyweight. It's just more for their psyche that to end. Kasi in a way, they underperformed, right? Kailan sila natanggal nung last last season? First round, second round?
First round, yeah.
Tanggal sila first round, diba? So, might as well start the winning tradition here in the preseason. Hopefully, it carries on to the regular season.
All right, locking it in. We've locked down our votes. Wait, sorry, Suns. Okay.
Unanimous.
Yes, unanimous decision. Suns. So feeling ko yan, mag-Suns kayong lahat kasi tatlo kami nag-Suns. Now, I hope that helped you with your predictions, placing your bets for later because right now, we're going to be revealing the answers to the fast break questions. All right, we're going to go back to fast break question number 1. Let's see if you got this right. And you can still play along in case you missed it. This is fast break question number 1.
Who became the head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers for the 2023-2024 season after Doc Rivers' departure?
Sino ang head coach? And now the answer is, I hope you got this right. The answer is, Nick Nurse. Parang this is like we mentioned Nick Nurse also sa last episode, right? Okay, Nick Nurse is the right answer. Okay, now fast break question number 2.
Which team moved to a new arena in the 2024-2025 NBA season?
Which team moved to a new arena in the 2024-2025 season? The answer is Los Angeles Clippers. I hope you got that right. All right, then last one. Last fast break question, number 3.
Which player has the nickname The Glove?
The Glove. Okay, which player? Sino nga ba to? Ito ang tamang sagot. Gary Payton, The Glove. Okay, nakuha niyo ba yan? What did you get? 1 out of 3? 3 out of 3? You know, if you get 3 out of 3, you have more chances. Tignan natin if your name pops up right here. Congratulations to our winners. All 10 of you will get a 1,000 peso voucher each from 1xBet. Just message us and we will tell you exactly how to claim your prize. And when you claim your prize, trust us dun sa aming prediction and you guys can place your bets there.
New Zealand Breakers, let's go!
Except for that one. I don't vouch for that, but you never know.
Malay mo.
You never know. Now, to be more updated with the latest happenings when it comes to basketball, especially now we're discussing the NBA preseason, follow us on our social media, Basket Pinas PH. We're there on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You can also watch this on replay as well. Not only that, we're still giving away vouchers. Nico, how?
Yeah, and we have a 12K welcome bonus para sa mga new account on 1xBet. Register now using our promo code BPINAS. All caps lang guys. Message Basket Pinas page kung may question kayo at may sasagot agad dyan. If you guys want to place your bets on the coming NBA games, just go to 1xBet and use our promo code BPINAS.
All right. And that is it for our show. But first, wait, I want to be able to help you out with your fantasy draft. I don't know if you guys have done it.
Nakita ko yung nanonood ka.
Yes, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. So if you guys want more tips when it comes to basketball, not just NBA, they do a podcast. So tell us about your podcast.
Yes.
Where?
So my podcast is called the Navs Effect Podcast. You can check it out on Playback, on YouTube, or on Spotify. It's on Facebook also, my Facebook page, which you can find by searching at Naveen Ganglani. That is also my handle for Instagram, X, and TikTok. So give me a follow. I love to converse about sports. So
guys,
hit me
everywhere.
up as well.
Tutulungan ka niya. Kapag may questions kayo about your fantasy draft, go message him. He will tell you. What about you?
Just
Nico.
follow me guys on at Nico Rocha. It's the same. That's the username. It applies for all IG, FB, YT, and TikTok. That's all the same. I also do a podcast doing mostly Philippine sports, but since magsisimula na yung NBA games, we're also gonna do that. We're gonna try discussing the topics, the latest happenings right now in the league. Now that malapit na nga yung regular season, that's where all the drama comes up. At ito yung drama ng mga lalaki, NBA basketball.
Yep.
Diba?
Drama ng mga lalaki.
Oo, drama ng mga lalaki
Sobra,
yan.
for sure, yeah.
Oo, grabe yung paghahamin ng chismis. Just, especially pag mga trade rumors.
That's how fights start also,
Oo,
NBA, no?
Ano yung nararamdaman ng player na to? Yeah, maganon kami.
I stand.
So join us once again. Actually, for this week, we're gonna be doing another episode this coming Saturday. So you better not miss it. We're gonna be here same time. It's gonna be at 6 p.m. So if you want more basketball discussions, if you want us to help you with your predictions when it comes to the next betting for 1xBet, make sure to join us here at Basket Pinas Predicts, powered by 1xBet. Thank you for joining us today. You guys keep it good vibes and we'll see you next Saturday. Bye!
Bye, guys.